What the hell am I doing? Oh man, this has been a crazy week. Of course, we've had a lot of crazy weeks, haven't we? Strangely enough, the last couple of weeks or so, I've been doing a lot of TikToks. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm TikTok famous or anything. That's ridiculous. There's people on TikTok that have like millions of views and fans and likes. But at this point, I got like 1,300 followers, and my likes are like close to like 45,000 now, which, like I said, is just a drop in the bucket when you look at some people on the platform. But that's something else for sure. I mean, it's certainly a lot more than I ever expected to get on the platform. I was just doing some silly things. And on top of it, I've gotten a lot of nice comments. Some people had some really nice things to say about my TikToks. Of course, there are a few people that had some really nasty things to say about me, but if there weren't those type of people, I mean, it wouldn't be the internet after all, would it? I have to say it has made me think a little bit about my presence online, and certainly why, for some reason, I feel the need to stick a camera in my face. People who have been on my YouTube page for a while, you know that I've had a lot of different types of things on the page. Of course, most of my videos now you can't see because I privatized them, but I've tried to do a lot of different things on YouTube, and I've been trying to figure out what it is that I wanted to do. And one thing I've really noticed is that a lot of the stuff that I put out was very thought out and planned and very structured and very much formal. And I really didn't give myself an opportunity to really let myself be expressed. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that, you know, in some ways, and it's been this way for a while, but, you know, I'm not that comfortable in my skin. When I see myself on video, I mean, I can't stand myself in some ways. A lot of the self-reflection that I've been doing over the last few has been to look at myself and my opinions of myself. And I think one thing that has been a constant thread in a good part of my teenage and then adult life has been I've always felt uncomfortable being natural, because I've had this feeling that when I am being natural, that I'm most likely to say something wrong and be offensive or embarrassing, and I might embarrass myself or embarrass people who are around me, people that I care about. And it's been something that I hadn't really thought about, but it's been a weight I've carried for a long time. I mean, it's not without justification. I have in the past said things spur of the moment that were really cringy and embarrassing. But it wasn't until I started thinking about it that I realized the weight that kind of a feeling bears on me, and how much I've been carrying that weight. And, you know, just that feeling that I have to control myself at all times, otherwise I'm going to say the wrong thing or something really cringy. And one of the great things I think about TikTok is that being practiced and being, you know, planned out, and because of that also being very inauthentic, it doesn't fly very well. It's not you can't really get away with that on the platform, and so you have to really kind of be spontaneous and be yourself. That's the type of stuff that really succeeds on TikTok. And that's usually been the type of stuff that I'm not that good at, because I've never been that comfortable. And in a real way, TikTok has forced me to do that. And I think a lot of the blogs that I've done, a lot of the video vlogs that I've tried to do, I think that I've been really uncomfortable doing them, because I feel like I have to plot and plan it out and say everything perfectly, and I'm hoping that I can become more spontaneous with these vlogs and say more about, you know, who I am really as a person, and you know, warts and all, for sure. Because a lot of what I've been doing over the last few months has been to examine myself, look at some of the things that I've been having issues with, and learning how to improve myself, but at the same time be able to accept the person that I am. which I've never been able to do. I think most of my adult life I've spent trying to change who I am because I've not been happy with who that person is, and I've wanted to be somebody else because I wanted to feel comfortable in my skin, and I thought, well, I needed to get a new skin to do that. And I think I'm starting to learn a little bit that maybe that's not the case. There's always room for growth, and growth is always a good part of life. And even in the weird times that we're living in right now, that there's still opportunities to grow. And I think it makes, in some ways, and I've said this before on vlogs, I think it makes it easier now to do it because a lot of preconceptions and a lot of the BS that we tend to pile on ourselves just doesn't seem that important anymore. And so I'm learning. I'm learning to be more confident in myself, and I'm learning that the things that I don't like about myself, some of it is not nearly as bad as I think that it is. One thing that's done that is that I've seen a lot of these comments on TikTok of people who have really thanked me for some of the stuff I've posted, and how it's improved their life, and made them feel better about all the weird stuff that's going on right now. And it certainly wasn't something that I expected to hear. Usually it's very difficult to take compliments because we feel, and I think that we unjustifiably feel this, is that because we are ourselves and we know our inner thoughts and inner life, that we are the best to judge our value, and that people on the outside can't possibly understand us or our value as well as we do. And to be honest, I gotta say, I don't think that's completely true. I think in some ways other people can know us better than we know ourselves. I mean, we're right in the middle of it, and we judge ourselves a lot harsher than we judge other people, and very likely more harshly than people judge us. It's like in Julius Caesar, as Brutus said, the eye cannot see itself, but only through reflection, through some other thing. And I think sometimes if we value ourselves a lot less than other people value us, we kind of have to take a step back and say, maybe they see something good in us that we just don't see in ourselves. And I gotta say, maybe there's something good to me that I just don't see yet. I just maybe have to look a little bit harder. And I think the way I'm going to see it eventually is stay authentic, accept compliments more. He keeps sticking this camera in my damn face.